Yo, what is going on, guys? I'm super excited. Here we have the DCB US-K900. This is an M939 that I teased as a pre-release teaser. And what they did was they changed the name, I'm assuming with higher intentions of trying to get it in a console. But anyways, we do have a couple of changes that I want to note. The big first one is this front bumper. It is a heavy front bumper, and this wasn't there before. This was just added in the most recent update. And for today's test, we use the maintainer add-on, and we're using the chained tires, which are the most expensive ones for this truck. And a different paint job, guys. You know what to do. Drop a like on this video, hit that thumbs up button, make sure you sub to the channel, guys. Appreciate it. The download link is in the description, and for those of you that are wondering, it is not on console at this very moment, but it has such a high chance of making it to console. As I said before, it's not the mod developer that decides that. It's actually the SnowRunner developers that decide whether a mod goes to console or not. The mod developers don't get a say, but I do believe DCB has every intention and goal of having this on console, just like everyone at Ranger's Workshop. That is the ultimate end goal here, and only time will tell if this is going to make it a console, but it does seem to meet all the criteria. We'll see what happens after they do their testing. Keep our fingers crossed, and maybe we'll just get lucky and see this. But before we jump into it, don't forget, smash that thumbs up button, sub to the channel, and comment below and let me know if you want this on console now. Alright, so this is still the M939, but for obvious reasons, and with the hopeful intentions of getting this on the console, it is also called the DCB US-K900. So we're going to go ahead and purchase it and set it up. There has been some changes. We're going to use a Cunnins 6CTA 8.3 liter turbocharged engine, and we're also going to use the Allison 5-speed off-road automatic transmission. You have three options here, which are all brilliant. The heavy duty, stock suspension, rock trailing. In the other video, you saw the heavy duty. We're going to keep that as well. And what we have here is all-terrain and off-road tires, as you can tell, and chained. For the all-terrain, I'm actually going to go ahead and use the 54 DCB Dakar singles. These are some pretty beefy tires to begin with. Now, they do have wide off-road tires as well. Michelin Super Single tires, military tires, and actually, just for the testing purposes, I do want to use the DCB Dakar singles. Although, these off-road tires look pretty nice. And so do the $6,400 ones, the 49-inch UAD to all chains. Actually, I think we're going to go with these this time. Although I have used the Michelin Super Single studded, and they work awesome. Let's go ahead and put on the advanced medium. Spare wheels in, diff lock, engageable. Snorkel is already there. We have the frame add-ons we can add. Flatbed, maintainer, or sideboarded flatbed. For today's video, I think what we're going to do, guys, is we're actually going to use the maintainer add-on. Let's see if we have any new exhausts. Nope, front bumper. Now this is what I've been really looking forward to. This is a different bumper since the last video I did. This is an upgraded heavy bumper we're going to add. We have some different rims now as well, guys, and they all just look brilliant. Let's go ahead and use these. We have 3 paint jobs now that just look, all of them look brilliant. And we're going to use this one since it's a little different. Now we're going to pull it out. Alright, time to hit the road. One thing is, and I can't remember if it was automatically enabled on the other one, but the diff lock right now is engageable. It's not always on. Usually when testing this truck, I was using the studded tires. Now the ones with chains is a little bit more expensive, so I thought this would be a better test for us. Having the maintainer add-on and also trying the chain tires versus the super single studded Michelins. There seems to be some engine sound improvement, which is noticeable right away. Absolutely love the sounds in this truck. And the gearbox is like, it's just so extremely balanced. It is kind of mind-blowing, to be honest with you. Let's see how it does here in the snow. We'll put it into high. Yeah. Just go through the deep parts. There we go. So reverse without the diff lock is a little questionable. You can see some tires just starting to spin. You put the diff lock on, it does fine. But as always, we'll pop it back into the automatic. This paint job is pretty cool though, I will say that. And for a military truck, I absolutely love the look, fit, finish, and feel of this truck. Again, I want to give a massive shout out and thank you to DCB, Jonathan Ranger, and the group there for providing me early access on this one. This has been a lot of fun to test and use prior to the release. And honestly, when I said that it was releasing soon, I did not guess it was going to be coming out right now. So there we go. I think what we're probably going to do, guys, is keep it automatic as long as we can. See how it does. So we had to downshift, but it's still pushing through just fine. Yeah. This is so balanced. This, in my opinion, is just incredible. We're in all-wheel drive and not having a single issue right now. Keeping momentum going. Let's stop for a second, make sure that we are good. This is just incredible, guys. I am honestly really shocked that we're able to perform like this. Let's pop it back in automatic. Yeah, we're having no issues. So I think what we're probably going to do is wrap it around and go through again, but with the diff lock on, just to see a comparison. Although, again, we have no diff lock on, guys, just the all-wheel drive. We're in automatic and we have the chain tires, and this is just doing amazing in this mud. Nothing can stop this truck, and I do like the look of the heavy bumper. I find it that extra touch it needed, if anything. Still just pushing through. They really did it with this one. You know, it's cool to see a lot more versatile trucks make it into SnowRunner that you can use for work and not just scouting, but it's also cool to see some military style trucks that just have a lot more options to it. I will say it would be pretty cool to see this with a high saddle or a low saddle. I know that some people do want to see that. If it becomes a thing, I'm not so sure if it will, but alright, for the first time going through this, we actually had to put it in a low with the diff lock on. We seem to be bottomed out here, and I don't know if it's like bottomed out or if it's just that soupy that the tires are having a really hard time grabbing traction with all the water around us, which makes sense. I don't think we need to winch though. We seem to be pushing through this okay. Pop it in a low minus and see if we can get these front tires out of this rut here first. We seem to be climbing out now. Okay. Pop it in a low. Pop it back in a low minus. Pop it back in a low. Now we might just be spinning a little bit. There's a little bit of traction. This might be what we needed. There we go. Yep. This just looks incredible, guys. I am just so amazed at the fit and finish of this truck. I really am. I don't even know what else to say other than it's here. It is actually here. And now we're climbing out, no problem. Put it in a low plus, and there we go. That is it. So let's loop around the other side just for comparison's sake. Look at that suspension play. Extremely realistic for a truck of this size. And we kind of slid into the deepest part of this mud pit. Alright, we might be hitting a little snake here with that tree branch. Let's back up a little bit as much as we need to. The fact that you're still able to back up with this truck is really impressive to me on its own. Not many trucks you could kind of enter this mud pit and start backing up if you needed to on. That's kind of surprising to see, if anything. We'll pop back in a low. We're starting to dig a little bit now. Pop in a low minus. There we go. So what I find in a low minus, you get to dig some of the dirt around you or the mud around you. And then after that, you're pretty much smooth sailing. And once you start to dig past some of that, then you can get the traction you need, pop it in a low, you might be able to get a little bit of speed. The big problem that we're running into here is the tree branches though, believe it or not. I'm going to winch us here just until these branches break. Hopefully quickly rather than slowly. Might need to winch ourselves out of this rut. There we go. Look at the realism with this truck. Absolutely amazed. Popping on a low plus now because we're cruising through this. What are we stuck on? What could we possibly be stuck on here? A little groove in the mud maybe? I have no idea. The bumper looks like it's dragging a little bit, but I don't know if that's impacting anything right now. Pop it in a low minus and see how we do. This is probably the deepest spot in this mud pit right here. That's the way it's looking, because we just sink as soon as we touch anything at all. We just sink. Wow, and we come out just like that. And that's it, guys. Look at just how unstoppable this truck is. And that's going to conclude tonight's video, guys. But I do want to say, massive thumbs up. 10 out of 10 rating for this truck. It is a must-have mod going into 2021. I really hope we get to see it on console. And again, a major shout out to everyone at Rangers Workshop for providing the early access on this one. Really impressed with what you guys did, and I can't wait to see what you guys do with it. But drop a like and sub, guys. We'll catch you with the next one.